Hello everyone and welcome back to Rubber Scum Racer and a new lap guide for the latest 2 million credit lap time challenge in GT7. This week we're at Lago Maggiore in yet another electric car, that being the Afeela Prototype, and we're on sports hard tyres. A couple of things to note about this car are that it really doesn't want to turn, especially when you're on the power, and the weight of this car doesn't help with the braking, so you want to brake sooner than you think. Now, at the time of recording, the world record is 2 minutes 14.612. and the time you'll need to beat to get a gold is 2 minutes 18.650. This one really isn't too difficult. It only took me about 5 or 6 laps to get this time, so you should have no trouble at all. As always, I've shared my fastest laps, so if you need to use my ghost, it's in the showcase for you to use. Just search Rubber Scum Racer and add it to your collection. Before we get into the lap guide, could I please ask you to consider subscribing to the channel? I make a new lap guide every week for these lap time challenges, so if that's what you're after, then we'll be helping each other out. If you find this lap guide useful, please leave a like and let me know what lap time you have. Thanks. Okay, so here's the lap guide. So we'll be coming up to the first brake point now, which is the end of the fence in there on the left hand side. So you can see how much you have to brake sooner than normal. Then let off the brakes as you turn in, and then we're going to be braking again on that little mark on the track there. And again, you just want to be patient here, just ride around it, a little bit of throttle control. And then I'm going to be braking where the lines cross there on the track. You want to keep a nice tight line, try and get over to the left as much as you can. And then we're going to be braking at the end of the orange part of the barrier, so when that leaves your screen. So hard down the brakes, and again, bit of patience, bit of throttle control, and away you go. So you'll see with this next brake point as well how sooner you have to brake, and it will be at the end of that yellow part of the track there where it comes to a point. So braking all the way down here, and as you turn in, lay off the brakes slowly and then get on that throttle as quick as you can. Okay, and our next brake point will be the start of the rumble strip there. So again, hard down on the brakes, and then just let off slowly as you turn. Nice tight line for the S's here. Use as much of the rumble strip as you can. Just try and keep it as tight as you can as well. Again, it's full throttle all the way through here. No need to let off at all. And then as we come over this hill now, our next brake point will be the 100-metre board, which is there. So as we're going underneath this, again it's hard on the brakes, all the way down, and then nice tight line through here, getting on that throttle quickly as you can. Now this bend here, you're going to let off slightly, just to turn that car. Get over to the left as much as you can, and then another let off just to get through here, because otherwise you'll just understeer into the barrier. And our next brake point is the marshal box here. And again, hard down on the brakes, using as much of the rumble strip as you can. And our next brake point is the end of the rumble strip here. As you can see, I did brake a bit early. I think I panicked a bit, but I managed to get through. Nice tight lines, straddle the sausage. And then our next brake point is where the high part of the fence in there ends, so when that leaves your screen. Hard on the brakes, try and keep a tight line as you can. Just be careful not to go too wide here. And you're home. And we have a lap time of 2:16.578. Okay, I'll show you again in chase cam and without stopping. So at the end of the fence in there on the left is where we brake. Hard on the brakes and then letting off the brake as we're turning. Braking at the mark on the left there. Just coasting through here. Be patient, bit of throttle control. And braking where the lines cross there, just to turn that car. And then getting over the left as much as you can. And then braking at the end of the orange barrier on the right. Another patient corner there, just get through it. And then we'll be braking at the end of the yellow thing there on the track. Again, hard on the brakes and letting off as you turn in. Our next brake point will be the start of the rumble strip on the right hand side, by there. Hard on the brakes, using as much of the rumble strip as you can for the S's, nice tight lines. Bit of throttle control, and away you go. Using full throttle through here, no need to let off. And then our next brake point, when we get over this hill, it's the 100 metre board. Be there, hard on the brakes, and then use all of this curb on the right hand side just to get through there. And then we're going to be letting off up here just to get that car shifted. Get over to the left as much as you can, and another let off here. And then we'll be braking at the marshal box on the left. Again, nice tight line using all of the curb. And then braking at the end of the rumble strip there. Tight line again, don't need to be that tight. Straddle the sausage. And then at the end of the high fence and on the right where we brake. And just try and keep it nice and tight through here. Careful not to go too wide. And that is your lap guide. A very long lap, but it's definitely doable. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Ciao for now.